Hey guys, so I tried to film a video yesterday and a couple days before that, and my stupid camera died, and so I charged it overnight, and hopefully, fingers crossed, it works. I had 10 minutes until I go to breakfast, so I'm going to do as much as I can now, and then charge it again, and then come back and finish. So, I'm going to start with a full face, not just the eyes this time. I'm trying to get everything in. Even if it's like the same steps, I just want to sit down and do my makeup on camera from the beginning. Some people maybe have not seen my previous videos where I did this, or it's just beneficial to see it again. So I'm taking Maybelline Baby Skin and I'm putting it on my forehead, chin, and on my cheeks. This is a pore minimizer. It blurs, and it's a primer basically, foundation primer. And I recommend using a foundation primer instead of just putting straight foundation on your face because it helps it stick. Primer should be a little tacky, and it just creates a barrier between the skin. It just helps your makeup last longer. And so I do that, and now I guess I will do something different instead of what I normally do. I'm going to take this Spackle Mist, which is a Prime Set Refresh, and I'm going to use this as a primer. And basically, you just spray this on your face, and then I fan my face to kind of let it dry, because I was going to use this primer, which is something you just rub between your hands and spread all over your face, but let's do something different. And then I kind of just rub that in a little bit. And then kind of feel that it's tacky. Let's dry it down a little bit. And now I'm going to take, of course, my Makeup Revolution Conceal and Define Full Coverage Foundation. And I'm basically just going to do war paint on my face, is what I like to call it. I always do 3 streaks on my cheeks. Let's see, I'm going to dip back in because I'm kind of running out on that dip. And I always try to make my baby hairs go behind my ears. Get the sides of my eyebrows, do a complete line underneath my hairline. Kind of make a shape like how I would do concealer. And dip in one more time. I'm going to get sides of my mouth, my nose, a little bit more above the eyebrows, on my chin, draw a line along the jawline, because we want to blend in with the neck. Go by the hairline and the ears here, get the sides of my nose, above my lip, chin, and that should be good. Basically just doing a full whoop-de-doop around my face so I can blend it in. And you don't have to use as much foundation as I did. I just like to make a bunch of streaks and lines and then swirl it all together. And when you're blending foundation in or putting anything on your face, you always want to blend up. You don't want to drag your face down. Even when I'm taking off my makeup, I'll take the makeup wipe and I'll swirl it up, because you just don't want to drag your face down. It's not good for your skin. It can cause wrinkles and stuff like that. And I've even mentioned before, like your neck is a unforgiving area. Nobody wants sagging neck skin, or just no neck, which is just your chin. In the future. Some people can't help that now, but you don't want it in the future if you can prevent it. And so when I'm here, I'm just going to lightly and be very careful when I'm blending in, not to just harshly drag. And sometimes I'll just tap around. And this is a IT Cosmetics foundation brush. It's angled a little bit. If you were wondering, the brush is so dense that it does not leave brush streaks at all. And I just think it's quicker than using a beauty sponge and padding to infinity. Next, I'm going to use my Nothing New Here Stay Don't Stray by Benefit. Going to put it right underneath my eye. And it seems like I'm running out of this product, so I should probably get more soon. I applied to work at Ulta on Friday, so maybe I'll get an employee discount if I get hired. I really hope I do. I would love to work there. I think it would be a lot of fun for me and a great job opportunity to help other people with makeup, and then for me to learn new things, not just the discount. Now I'm going to use my Kylie concealer in the shade Pearl. Draw a triangle. Underneath my eye. Draw a triangle in between my eyebrows. A straight line down the nose. A little something something on my cupid's bow. And then a triangle on the chin. And then if I have any sparse areas, I can just kind of fill that in quickly. And see, I didn't even double dip in the concealer. That's what I love about it. It goes a long way. Now I'm going to take this e.l.f. sponge and just tap. You don't want to like, what am I trying to say, streak a beauty sponge or drag a beauty sponge across your face. You always want to pat, and with sponges you always want them to be wet, because you don't use a dry sponge to wash dishes. Nobody uses a dry sponge for anything. Use a wet sponge, because the little bit of water in it can help move the product around rather than taking a dry sponge and just trying to use that. It's not really that effective, and then it can end up like just taking a bunch of the product with the sponge, and it's just harder to use. So that's a little tip right there. And then I always close my eye and just kind of move around my eyelids so I make sure any foundation or concealer on there doesn't crease or isn't lumpy. Then I'll take this angled butt of the sponge and just remember to be careful around here. And just kind of lightly press and go down, and then I'll go around my hairline, make sure everything's blended there. Because some people, they'll have like a line by their ear where there's not any foundation. Some people go as far as put foundation on their ears. I'm not that person. I think that's weird. But I just try to blend everything as seamlessly as possible. Now I'm going to take my Maybelline Master Fix translucent powder. Loose setting perfecting loose powder. But it's basically just a white powder. Take my Buxom eyeshadow brush. I got this at TJ Maxx for cheap. Dip into this powder. Put it right underneath my eye. My lower lash line. This helps so your mascara doesn't drain if you have that problem. It's because your eyes get watery, and then if you have mascara on your lower lash line, the mascara can drain. So if you put powder here, it's like a barrier to stop and catch the mascara, and powder dries things up too. And I put powder everywhere I put concealer. You can use powder with a sponge too. Some people take powder and go all the way down here and really heavily underneath their eyes, but I don't do that because because I don't want my face to feel dry. And I'm just not that bougie at the moment. Not that extra. Now I'm going to take the NYX Mineral Matte Finishing Powder, shade Light. And to get the product, I go like this upside down and then tap it up so there's not too much. Take my BH Cosmetics Fat Setting Brush. See how much powder is on there? That's why I take it in the cap like this and kind of pat. So I get a lot in there. And now I have less. That way I'm not wasting a bunch of powder, because when I tap it, it all is just going to fly away. Dip in there again. Put the other side. And also use this time to like kind of tap away the white powder, because you want to remember, oh, I have white powder on my face, I don't want to leave the house with it still there. Then I do close my eyes and kind of get over there so my eyes don't crease, even though I am going to put eyeshadow primer. And with this brush, you can swirl a little bit, but I like to tap just in case, like if you're using a foundation that dries really slow, if you're using a brush, you just want to avoid the possibility of getting brush streaks. But it's okay to swirl, but I like to pat to really get the powder to press into the skin. And then see, now I have too much powder in here, so I'll just tap it like this, tap it down so it gets back in there, like that, and then just close the lid. Alright, now after that, I'm going to take this Anastasia Beverly Hills. Well, what time is it? 7:01. I'll finish my eyebrows and then I'll go to breakfast and then I'll come back. Because I don't want to go to breakfast with no eyebrows. It's double-sided. Take the spoolie and I brush up at the front, sideways in the middle, and then down near the tail of my brow. Up, sideways in the middle, down. And now where'd the cap go? Here. And now, this is the brow definer. The Brow Wiz is more of a pointed pencil. The brow definer is angled, like that. And so, I like this one. I haven't tried the Brow Wiz, but I do have a mini sample. At the front, I go a little bit sideways, but I mainly go up, kind of creating hair-like strokes as much as I can. And then when I get to the side, I go sideways. I focus on the lower part of my eyebrow, drawing a line, and then I kind of do sideways strokes until I get to the top. I don't really want to outline my eyebrows and then fill them in, because I don't want them to look like bricks on my face. Some people are into that. I am not. And then when I get to this little triangle part, I kind of fill that in a little bit, angling the eyebrow pencil, and then I just draw a straight line down, following the growth of my hair. And filling in that triangle a little bit more. And that's all you gotta do for your eyebrows. And I'm very lucky to have thick eyebrows. I got my dad's eyebrows. I waxed them. They used to be really bushy, but I waxed them in middle school and a little bit in high school. Solved that problem. So I'm going up, sideways, and I focus on the lower part of my eyebrow, drawing a line there. And then the little triangle part, I angle and kind of go down. And then on this tail of my eyebrow, whoops, I'm not in frame, there we go. Line down. And then filling it in. And that's the eyebrow. And then you can say, oh wow, Heather, your eyebrows are really intense. Spoolie. Up, sideways, down, kind of to diffuse the product and blend it all in together. And those are my eyebrows. So I'm going to go to breakfast and I'm going to charge this camera up a lot. And then I'll be back to finish the rest of my face. So I wonder if I can also pause this video. Maybe I'll pause this video. I'll see if that works. If not, it'll just be a new video. You'll see my face again, maybe about 30 minutes. So I'll be back. Okay, so I'm back from breakfast, and one tip real quick is brush your teeth before you put lipstick on. If you're doing your makeup, like, when you brush my teeth, do before you put your lipstick on. That way it doesn't get all over the place. And if, like, on the sides of your mouth, you have a little, the toothbrush took it away, you can take a little concealer, and then just pat it. And then, also, if you have a little bit of creasing around your mouth from eating or whatever, you can just take your sponge or your finger and just, like, press over it. So that's a little tip. I'm gonna take, where is my headband? I guess it doesn't matter, because I'm already done with my face, so whatever. Anyway, I'm gonna take my Spackle eyelid primer. And this one is a little more oily, which I do not mind. But if you don't, sometimes it squirts out straight oil, or what looks like oil, whatever is in this stuff. And if you don't like that, you can kind of, with the cap on, like, squeeze the tube around and kind of mix it together, so it doesn't do that. That all over my eyelid. And sometimes if I'm doing, like, a heavy lower lash line, I'll even take some underneath my eye. But I'm not going to be that extra today. That's very rarely do I do that. Let me take about a pea-sized amount. Put that all over my eyelid. And I like my eyeshadow primers a little runny, because I have one, specifically it's the Urban Decay 1 Primer Potion, which I'm going to do a video where makeup I'm throwing out. It's either old or just doesn't work. And it's really clumpy, it's dry when you try to drag it up, it's streaky, it's too thick, and I just don't like it. I really only have 3 eyeshadow primers that I go back and forth with, and one that I haven't tried yet. So there's that. Now I'm going to take my contour palette, if I can find it. Here it is. Oops, that's the blush palette. Here we go. Shade and Light. Take the light shade with my Buxom brush. The lightest shade, this one right here. Get it on both sides of the brush. Kind of sweep that, and flip the brush over, and with the product that's on the other side, get the other eye. I'm really hoping my camera doesn't die today. Fingers crossed. I was at breakfast for like 20 minutes, so my camera had at least that to charge. Now I'm going to take the... Also, another tip, if your face is feeling dry, you got too much powder on, whatever, you can take a refreshing spray, just do little squirts, boom, refreshed. I think Too Faced has one. This is Spackle Mist that I used at the beginning. Too Faced is like the RX, it might be Hangover. I know they have a hangover primer, but it's like, they just have a spray for refreshing your face, setting and priming. I think it's a 3-in-1 also. Anyway, gonna take this I Love Sarah E. Dose of Colors eyeshadow palette. I'm gonna do a look I'm pretty much known for here. One time I was at lunch and this girl was talking about, you know how you always do that sunset eye? And I was like, oh, okay, I guess people notice. It's basically just burnt colors, oranges, reds, terracottas, stuff like that. So what I'm first gonna do is take this light peach shade right here. What brush do I want to use today? Let's do this Morphe one right here. Dip into that straight down. Tap off the excess. And head back and get this all in the crease. Remember to like follow the curve of your eye. And then since I have hooded eyes, I like to flick the eyeshadow up here. Since this is a lighter shade, I'm going to do 2 layers of it, just to get more color payoff. And I didn't tap off the excess on the second layer because I realized, okay, I do want this darker. Alright, now I'm going to take this matte brush from Morphe. I haven't used this one yet. See, these bristles are clean. Looks like this, very dense. I'm going to take the darker shade right here, dip straight down into it, kind of doop. And I am going to tap the excess off of this one. And then I'm going to angle the brush up, and then just kind of go to Happy Town and bounce this around on the outside of my eye. And then I can angle it up a little bit, like this. And then do. Hit the other side. Going to town with this eyeshadow. I'm going to try to only use 3 colors for this look to make it easy. And sometimes I do this. I might use a 4th color for my inner corner and brow bone highlight, but other than that, I'm just going to try to keep it simple. Now, I'm going to take, where's my flat shader brush? I could have sworn I had it. Here it is. I'm going to take this gold in the top middle, and I take the flat shader brush and kind of go like this and press and wiggle down to really saturate the brush. And I'm going to put this gold, I'm going to press, and then I can slightly sweep. This color payoff for this shimmer is insane. It's so good. This is one of my favorite golds in an eyeshadow ever. And with the shimmers, I start at the bottom and work my way up. That way I don't have a bunch of glitter balls on top of my eye, basically is what I want to call it. And then I kind of follow this shade and go down. Because again, I have hooded eyes, and I want you to be able to see my eyeshadow when my eye is open. If I only took the shimmer right here, all you're going to see is a little bit of gold there. But if I take it up a little bit more, then you can see it up here. So again, I'm going to do that to the other eye. Start at the bottom. And then work my way up. Like so. I'm trying to go like this so maybe you can see better, because my light is right here. And if I feel like, man, I need more of that red color, kind of lost it. Boom. Just like that. Easy peasy. And this look is kind of like, I totally tried, but I didn't, and I still look fabulous. Because you're kind of just roughly, it's nothing precise. And then if you're like, let me take a different brush for this. If you're like, oh, I want some of that peachy shade underneath my lash line, so people know I tried extra hard. Taking a small dense brush, going right there. Or if you're like, oh, I also want to try extra hard, take this, go to town underneath there. just adds a little something something to it. See? Like that. And now for the fourth color. Where is that other brush? I guess I'll use this one. Tiny shader brush. Dipping into this kind of icy color right here. One side and then flip it over and get the other side. I'm going to go right in my inner corner. You see how that just added a little sparkle right there? And then I can go underneath my brow bone. And you basically want to start in the middle of your eyebrow and then go down. You don't want to have your entire bottom of your brow sparkly. That just looks weird. See, that just added a little sparkle right here. Like that. Maybe if I move my light. I don't know. Anyway, so that's what I did there. Now I'm going to take this lip conditioner, because my lips are feeling dry. I don't want crusty lips, that's gross. Now I'm going to contour. Shade and light palette. Taking the first shade right here. Going from the top of my ear down to the outside of my eye. Blending up like the trick I said in the beginning. You don't want to drag contour down. Going along my hairline. And you really want to make sure this is blended, because if you just got a muddy wash of brown over your face, it looks like you didn't know what you were doing. And then I take a little bit along my jawline, ever so lightly, because also if you have too much and it looks like you got brown all over your neck, it looks like you don't know what you're doing. And if I'm feeling I need a little bit more, it's kind of go like this. Whatever. Now, I'm going to take this gold highlight called Soulmate. Really cute name for that. And my Real Technique setting brush. I wiggle it, flip the brush over, wiggle it, and then kind of smile to lift my cheeks up. Then highlight above where I put the contour. Don't go too far in and don't touch your hair. I don't know if you can see that in the light or not. Then I make an exclamation point on my nose. Go right here. And then flip the brush over and go right here. I can get a little bit on my chin, a little on my cupid's bow. Like that. You can, yeah. Can you see the highlight now? I don't know. I'm trying, fam, with what I have. My lighting is trash. My camera dies. But I'm trying my best. Alright, now I'm going to take blush. This BH Cosmetics 10 color blush palette. I'm going to take an orangey shade. I'm going to take this first one, this last one on the bottom, that's a matte. Take my blush brush and dip into that. Smile. Go on the center of my cheek, like where my pupil is, and then go up. And I've said this before, but I do blush last in case my highlighter is too intense. I can kind of tone it down. And then just below on my nose, because why not? So it's looking like that. Now, do I want to do eyeliner? Do I not? I don't think I do. Not today. Curl my eyelashes. Sometimes if I'm just too scared to do eyeliner, I won't. And also, sometimes I don't always do eyeliner, because if my eyeshadow is really popping that day, and I want to show it off, or I just want my eyelashes to stand out, since I have hooded eyes, if I draw a line on top of my eye, you see even less of my eyeshadow. See how you can still see the gold? I don't have a lot of real estate on my eyelid, so if I draw a line, also, then when you have a black line and then you have black lashes that come over it, it makes your eyelashes look shorter because you can't see them because the black line is covering them up. So that's just a little trick that I have. Curl my eyelashes one more time for funsies. Then I'm going to take, which one do I want? I'll take my Smashbox Superfan. Go at the root, start to close your eye and wiggle. Root, close, wiggle. RCW. And just look at the difference. Now mascara. Mascara. And that's just one coat. Look at the lashes, start to close your eye and wiggle up. See how you can see my eyelashes? Imagine if I had a black line here. You wouldn't be able to see my eyelashes as much. They would look shorter. That's why a lot of girls, like on YouTube, you'll see they put mascara on, but then they have this thick winged eyeliner, and so they put fake eyelashes on, so that it looks like they actually have eyelashes. I only wear fake eyelashes if it's my birthday, or I'm going to a formal dance, or it's like a special event. But other than that, I do not wear fake eyelashes on the daily. But you do you. See, and also, with this no eyeliner, it kind of makes it more of a daytime look. It's chilled, it's relaxed. Now I'm going to do something crazy and do an orange lipstick. Before you call me insane and stupid and wild, trust me. Is this it? No, it's not. It's going to be this one. Because my shirt has these stripes on it, and it has thicker orange stripes at the bottom, but I can't stand it all the way up right now. But I love matching my eyeshadow and my makeup with my outfit. So I'm going to take this lip liner. Oops, you could not see that at all. I'm so sorry. Following the natural line of my lips. And just lining them. Alright, now my camera is feeling a little bit warm, so it might die soon. So I gotta hurry. This is Doll by Kylie and Coco. And that is that. Now I'm just going to set my face real quick. This MAC Fix Plus. And I will be right back with some earrings and then my final outfit. Alright, so this is the final look. See how my top had orange in it. And you have to trust me on this orange lipstick. I think it looks really cute. It's different. These are the earrings I put in. I could also like use a body spray or something and put kind of gold glitter on my neck. I might do that later. But for right now I'm just going to class. It's whatever. Don't have anyone to impress. But yes, this is the final look. Let me turn it around. You see my makeup? Really easy, just gold, orange lipstick. It's different, but I'm trying to show like you don't just have to do a brown neutral eye and a pink lip gloss, because that's boring, and this is makeup and we can have fun. So sometimes if I go my light over here, you can see my highlight. I'm trying to show that it's gold and it looks cute. Hopefully you can see that. Maybe not. If not, I tried. But anyway, thank you so much for watching this video. And I look forward to showing you more of the makeup looks that I love to enjoy. So stay pretty and stay fabulous.